And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today is going to be the day of all days. And yes, we have the reverb on. That's right. It is a wild day. Let me turn the reverb off. All right, here we go, folks. So, what's going on with the latest in crypto mania? Everybody wants to know the state of crypto. What's going on with the state of crypto? Is today a day that cannot be reckoned with? One, everyone's probably on vacation right now because it's Martin Luther King Day here in the United States. Two, there's a lot of rules and regulations that are trying to centralize today's market. People are just getting wigged out about it. And three, so what's happening with the foreign currencies? You know, is Kraken in? Is South Korea announcing? What is the U.S. Treasury saying about address and autonomy and sanctions? This and more here at millardofbitcoin.com. So, what's going on with the state of crypto? Why is today a weird day? Because it's like everything's just sort of down. Everything. So, does the whole cryptocurrency have the flu today, or what? I mean, so stuff like this is just agonizing for people who own a lot of cryptocurrency, who own a lot of different factors. You know, my fund is down, so like I said, I started last year with only a couple $1,000s. Now I'm only at $145,000. This is insane, man. And I'm down $5,000. I want my money back. Dang it! Who do I get? Who do I get to go see to get my money back? I tell you, it's strange. So what's going on with today's market? I mean, if you take a look at it, I'm doing a lot of successful trades. There's a lot of things that are really going on to where you can actually make a decent amount of money. But what is that? I mean, if you look at all the altcoins in general, you're going to find out that that half the market is, I mean, the market's pretty healthy. So we click on change, we scroll down, and we know that about what? I'm saying, okay, 80% of the market is down right now. So there's still money to be made out there. You know, it's like Whitecoin. What is Whitecoin all about? Why do I keep seeing Neo making all these huge gains? What about Ant or Aragon? You know, what's the deal with these coins succeeding and where 80% of the other of the coins that are failing? Well, yes, that's true that there are thousands of coins out there and they're all crap. We get that. So if they've been validated by Bittrex, then they're actually somewhat reasonable to invest in. All right? So let's just go with that, all right? Forget anything else you've heard. If they've been validated once by a very large and successful exchange called Bittrex, let's see that not sure there's a couple of crap coins on there, but you can still make money on them. But I digress. Let's go back to, so we know that 80% of the market's down. We got 20% of the market that is up. Today is just one of those Monday things because once again, half the world's on vacation right now. It's sickening, man. They should be out there trading, making money. Come on, guys. Like I said, I'm down 5,000. We got to get going. I've got to get Guinness a new gold Rolex. Who's Guinness? No, I'm not talking about the beer, even though I enjoy the beer. I like the beer. In fact, I like it a lot. You know, no, it's not too stout. Listen, I'm Irish, all right? I was born in America, but I'm an American Irishman. All right? That's the way I hold both citizenships because my grandparents. But go back to Guinness. So he is out right now. Guinness, you want to say hi? All right. Well, unfortunately, he's heard me talk about Bitcoin so much. He's like one of your friends that just completely don't understand it. My wife, on the other hand, she's the same way. She's like, I start talking Bitcoin, right over her head. What I got to do? But you know what? She tolerates me because she likes the vacation that we go on. All right. Anyways, back to the news. What else is going on? Oh yeah. So let's get back to the state of crypto. So for the top 10 indexes, it's actually down. For 12,787 with a loss of 6.49% today. So what's the crypto to compare? Digital asset. Well, it basically takes the top 10 indexes, finds out what's going on with today's market, and then puts into a fund and saying, hey, this is what we got. This is how the market is in general. Most of the time, it doesn't hold true. But today, it's holding true. All right? So at the time of the recording, Bitcoin prices was sitting at 13,676. I know we're at 14,040. So let's just go with the time that there's nothing like putting insulation up in the house. You go nuts, folks. And I will be coughing for next week. So with it, what? How cold is it? Oh, with it, in 48 degrees outside, Houston has shut down. I mean, everyone's in their fur coats. Me, on the other hand, I used to live up in Alaska with the U.S. Coast Guard, and I came back down here, and it was like maybe 10 degrees one day, and here I am still in shorts. Everyone thought I was a little crazy or psycho or nuts. I was like, no, I'm actually quite warm. So, all right, what did I just buy? XCL. All right. Well, that's a good thing because I know XCL will eventually sell. So this will be going on for the next while I'm talking. So let's get back to the market update. So at the time of the writing, Bitcoin was sitting at 13,676. I know it's up $400 right now, but let's just throw that out the window. So Bitcoin's representing a loss of 0.5% in the last 24 hours. So, but what's cool about this whole thing is over $1 billion was still exchanged in the U.S. Bitcoin market, while Japan was at 36% of the shares. So even though Japan's saying that we're not interested in Bitcoin, they still have taken a huge advancement of trading Bitcoin. So go Japan, keep it going. I know I had a really good friend up in University of Houston who was Japanese. Nice guy, extremely intelligent. So he beat me by what? Almost 200 points in a cryptology test that we had to take. To this day, I still don't. I went back to the professor and I said, "Listen, man, you gotta give me the executive answer, to the question I missed." He wouldn't do it. Like, dang. Well, anyways, I was pissed at him, but I still lost the bet, so I had to buy him several beers that night after we graduated. Well, anyways, so Ethereum price dropped by 1.2% over the past 24 hours. Currently sitting at $1,327, which is awesome because I own a lot of Ethereum. This is probably a great movement in today's time. So this might be the year Ethereum and Ripple see significant gains. So if you hold Ripple and you hold Ethereum, you're going to do well this year. Just don't sell out, even though you're probably going to see a major dip in the market come June. Why June? Because it's the end of the second quarter, and there's always something that goes on with the summer. So with that said, over 28% of the market was traded here in America on the Ethereum USD market. So only $600 million worth of Ethereum was exchanged within the last 24 hours. Keep it up, guys. There's more and more people that are finding out about the true state of Ethereum instead of all the scams that were being created last year. And so today's ICO market looks like it's going to be a little bit more stabler than than last year's. Last year's there's a lot of scams out, but I know America has put some rules and regulations down on the securities holdings of these ICOs, and so therefore we're gonna start seeing any new ICO that does come out. We're gonna start seeing a lot more higher quality token off the Ethereum market instead of a lot of junk that was coming out. Because a lot of people were last year. I mean, I've got reportings that people were copying literally white papers off of these latest ICOs or ICOs that already failed, changing the name, saying, "Hey, we got a new ICO. It's going to be worth millions. You just need to invest now." And of course, once again, just like the first ICO that failed, the second one also would fall, and people would complain, "Hey, woe is me." I'm not the woe is me type of guy. I want to do the research. Like I said, being a mathematician, you want to know the answers. You want to know how to get to the answers. So you don't want to put your money into this black box and they claim that you're going to get out 20, 50, or 1,000% more. That's considered a Ponzi scheme, scam, or MLM. Especially when they say, and if you get your friends involved on the next level, you can make X amount more. Well, great. That's an ideal token for a multi-level marketing scheme, which usually ends up failing. All right. So I know it's going to get a lot harder in today's market. So, like I said, allergies and putting insulation up in the house sucks. I don't recommend it. If you had the money, if I had the money, or actually I've got the money. The problem is I don't want anyone stepping through my own roof. All right? That's just how I am. All right? So Kraken Exchange is back online after a troublesome system upgrade. I hate those upgrades. Being a computer scientist, we've had upgrades like that in the lab, they work perfectly. As soon as we brought it live, all hell broke loose. So anyways, the good news is Kraken, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, has resumed after several services that retained in the maintenance updates. And, you know, what should have took 2 hours for the upgrade took 2 days. So a lot of people were worrying, saying, are we going to get our money back? And I'm just looking at these guys going, okay, is this another Mt. Gox? No. I mean, because Kraken was really working with the consumers and trying to say, we screwed up. Everything is okay. We're still here. Don't worry. Unlike Mt. Gox, I mean, you know, when they went offline, it was dark. So, how many of y'all lost money there? Shoot me an email. It's like, hey, I lost 25 Bitcoins to Mt. Gox. Now look at it. So, oh well. South Korea announces traders could face fines under new system. You know what? I don't think they care. No, I mean, realistically, South Korea announces traders could face fine under new system. Well, they could if they can find them. So, how do you know that if you're on your computer and you're not looking at the latest McDonald's, you know, menu system? You know, I'm just throwing that out there, right? You know, how do you know that, you know, grandma's not sitting out at the house looking at Amazon, or in their case, who is it? The big shopping network over in China. Alibaba. Yeah, so grandma's not sitting on Alibaba trying to look at the new dress that she wants to buy instead of trading cryptocurrency. So I seriously doubt that everyone's going to be, you know, if the police raids their house, you know, hey, you trading cryptocurrency? I think, no, I just have the Alibaba side up. You know, come on, guys. You know, so I understand on the back end, have to do research on this issue. I understand that South Korea is worried about grandma losing all her money to trade cryptocurrency. I get that. You know, this is what happened during the day traders back in the late 1990s, early 2000, and then of course 2005. I did an audit on this poor lady. Her husband actually refinanced their house, took literally $1.5 million out of the house. It was a nice size house, and stuck it into day trading. He was going to make a fortune. Well, he lost it all. It was gone. Well, then all of a sudden, you know, he flees the country, writes her a note, says, "Hon, I want a divorce. You know, goodbye." I went back home, and so then the IRS comes on because she owes a lot amount of taxes because she took it out on the house, capital gains and everything, and she didn't see a dime. So we had to do a complete audit of her assets, and that's what happened. And well, it's been more than 5 years, so it's, you know, it's way gone. So, but that story has repeatedly occurred time after time and time again. So South Korea is just wanting to make sure that grandma doesn't lose all her money. Yes, that is true. Are they taking it to the extremes? Yes, they are. But so basically, the news outlet said when it came to the South Korea announces traders could face fines, is the cryptocurrency traders will be allowed to convert their virtual assets into real names ones within this month, but those who refuse to accede to the real name